process of capturing Japanese prisoners of war, POWs, during the Pacific campaigns of World War II, including in 1944, was complex and often dangerous. The footage of invasion activities ashore, captured Japanese POWs 1944, likely documents the intense encounters between US forces and Japanese soldiers, many of whom were reluctant to surrender. In the Pacific theater, capturing Japanese soldiers was not as common as in the European theater, primarily due to the deep-seated cultural and military code of Bushido, which emphasized honor in death over surrender. This belief made Japanese troops less likely to surrender voluntarily, often choosing to fight to the last man or commit suicide rather than be captured. As a result, US forces faced significant challenges in capturing POWs during battles across the Pacific Islands, including in 1944. When Japanese soldiers were captured, the process was often cautious and tense. US troops had to ensure their own safety first, as Japanese soldiers were known to use deception, including feigned surrenders, to launch surprise attacks. Once safely captured, the Japanese POWs were disarmed and carefully guarded, with US personnel maintaining a high level of alert for potential retaliation or booby traps. In some cases, psychological warfare tactics, such as loudspeakers urging surrender, were used to convince Japanese holdouts to give up. Captured POWs were initially interrogated to gather intelligence about Japanese military positions, strategies, and troop movements. This information was crucial in the Pacific campaigns, as US forces often lacked detailed intelligence about the terrain and enemy defenses. Following interrogation, the POWs were transported to secured compounds, where they were held until they could be transferred to larger, centralized detention facilities. Despite the harsh fighting conditions, US forces were under orders to treat captured Japanese soldiers according to the rules of the Geneva Convention, although Japanese forces had not signed it. POWs were generally provided with basic medical treatment, food, and shelter. By 1944, as US forces advanced towards Japan, the number of POWs increased, particularly after major defeats like the Battle of Saipan, where larger groups of Japanese soldiers surrendered. The capture of Japanese POWs was not only significant from a military standpoint, but also had psychological and propaganda value. It served as proof to Japanese troops that surrender was possible and survivable, countering the deeply ingrained belief that capture was dishonorable. In summary, capturing Japanese POWs in 1944 involved navigating cultural barriers, psychological warfare, and rigorous security measures to ensure the safety of US troops, while securing valuable intelligence and maintaining adherence to international rules of warfare.